But I wanted to deal with this Harrison Butker commencement speech because it popped off this week, and
Yeah.
a lot of people lost their shit. I'm not going to play the full thing. I just finished watching it. It's 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
There's loads of highlight reels out there with news services covering it, but to sort of give you a little bit of perspective, this is the share screen. This is the media's take on what they thought he said. It says Harrison Butker's attacks Pride Month and trans people, tells women to get back in the kitchen. I listened to the entire thing. He did not say any of those things. He's
Nope.
a man of God that has some strong opinions about the church and how the church behaved during the scamdemic and certain other areas in life. And he actually encouraged women that were getting their degrees to, enjoy them, but at the same time, not forget that, taking on the role of a mother is real important too. I didn't hear him shit on trans people. He made some reference to months being set aside for unique observations, as we have over here. I'm not sure if you saw the whole thing. Did you watch it, Moff?
I listened to it. Yeah. I watched it either yesterday or the day before, but yeah, it's amazing that people can just get away with printing any headline they want to try to assassinate a man's character, and people who are just generally lazy and won't even spend 20 minutes to watch the actual video. They'll just take it and run with it. We've seen this play out many times before, even recently, where people just rush to grab a headline and they just take it at face value, and now they, go after the guy. So yeah, it was pretty amazing. We've talked about this multiple times on the show. Like, I'm not a religious guy. A lot of that was, but it was geared toward a very targeted audience. This was a Catholic, I'm guessing, private college.
Yeah, it's in Kansas.
Right. So it's
the thing that's interesting is that the media headlines, it says homophobia NFL, and it says Harrison Butler attacks Pride Month, trans people, tells women to get back in the kitchen. There's no mention of his criticisms of the church. There's no mention of his criticisms of the leaders of the church that, bent over and didn't stand up for what was right during the scandal.
Right?
Yeah. It's not even about that, though. Like, they're praying, which is ironic, I guess. They were praying for stories like this so they can push their narrative, though, right? That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I got a text message from our mutual friend from the 1% forum, the athlete, and he said reactions have been hysterical, full-blown heads exploding. I know he sounds beta, but amazing when someone takes a traditional position in statements like this.
Yeah, I was wondering what he would think about that.
Yeah,
talking to his
assistant,
business partner. Yeah.
But I didn't really see any issue with it. It's so bizarre to me that they take conventional conversations like this today and they just blow them up and they turn mountains into molehills. Like, it really should be at the point where it's like, look, if you subscribe to this belief, you guys can all collaborate and live over here. And if you guys believe in this belief, then you guys can all collaborate and live over here. And us versus them sort of mindset, which is what we've always operated in. But they want everything toned into a certain language realm. They want exclusion of certain notions or ideas. It's just bizarre. It just gets to this point where it's like you have to say something to push back on it as overtly as you possibly can. Publicly do it within your circles. If you have any conversation pieces, bring them up, man. Just say your piece.
The thing is it that bizarre though? Because if you look at right-leaning publications, like, they're like, oh, this is so awesome, versus left-wing publications. They're just like, oh, this is like, they're
homophobia.
playing to their base. Yeah, they're playing to their base though, right? Like, it's and that's kind of the issue, is that a lot of the times it's like they don't actually have a stance. It's just whatever their base to sell more papers or whatever clicks or whatever it is that the corporation is trying to sell, right?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that I thought was interesting that happened, and Rich and I both catch brief for this every now and then, is somebody was going through like Harrison Butker's Instagram. He's like, oh, I can't imagine that, this wife and these kids that he loves so much, they're not even on his Instagram page. Funny how that works out. And we're like, yeah, you dodo bird. Like, do you think he wants, like, now you're going to send thousands, if not millions of people after his wife
The
and
unhinged
kids to
psychopaths of the
harass
internet.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, have you been on the internet for more than 5 minutes? I mean, we talked about this, or I talked about this on my show on Thursday. Like, I had a tweet that hit 30 million, and the DMs and the comments that I got, man, like, I mean, it's just a day. It's a walk in the park for these guys. Kill yourself
over
you're
a photograph
POS,
with a caption
over a
that said,
photograph with a chick
"Who
that
wants to tell
said,
her?"
"Who wants to
Basic.
tell her?" Right? Like, so I mean, it's just welcome to another day on the internet, man.
And the thing is, though, like Moff, I think that like a few years ago, like you would have been distraught about all the the hate mail you were getting.
Totally.
But now
3 years ago,
yeah. But
I'd
now
have been like,
it's just,
"What the hell? What did I do? I'm such a terrible person. I can't believe these people." Now it's like, it's so funny because
it rolls off your back
goes,
now, though, right?
yeah,
So,
and it's because I've been doing this for a little while, for one, and I've seen the stuff that Mr. Cooper here has put up with.
I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full-length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here, and pin down below in the top comment, you'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.